Hello dear students, how are you all? I hope you all are fine. Some of the students from class 7 they were requesting me to conduct live classes for them also, so I have taken. In this class we are going to learn, in this live streaming we are going to learn the triangle and its properties of class 7th maths, right? Now let us go ahead with the basic concepts of triangle first, and what are the properties and the related things which are mentioned in the textbook. Once if you learn the basics, it becomes easy for you later. Let us come to know about first what is triangle first. Okay, definition of triangle. How do you understand this? If you take triangle means, here usually we call this as what? A triangle, right? How to define it? Here each straight line, it is called a side, right? It is called side. This is what? Plane figure, because I can draw it on the board, right? It is called a plane figure. So just a minute. Okay, I had to see this one. Means I had not done any settings. In case if you are asking any question, it would be difficult for me to answer. So that is why I turned on the charts in another mobile so that I can see and answer to your questions if you have any doubt. Okay, now yes, let us go ahead now. Coming to triangle and its properties. First, let us try to understand what is a triangle, right? Each straight line, it is called side of a triangle, okay, or side of any polygon, we can say. This figure, since we can draw on the board, this board is a plane figure. Okay, plane, just it is a plane. If you take a paper, that is a plane. This wall, that is also a plane, right? So what happens here? Three sides are there. Okay, this is a plane figure. What type of plane figure it is? It is closed. A closed three-sided plane figure is called a triangle, right? So what we can say, a closed plane figure having three sides, it can be called a triangle. Remember, right? Now coming to this is what a three-sided plane figure. A three-sided closed plane figure is called a triangle. We can define it like that. Here next coming to here, this triangle, some of the things it has there, they are called components of the triangle. What are those components of triangle? Components of triangle. Okay, that also you must know. In triangle, here you can see these are called sides. If you name this as A, B, C, so sides of the triangle we can name like this. Sides are there. How many? Three are there. A, B, one side. B, C, B, C, another side. We denote the side with one bar on the letters, two letters. Minimum 2 points are required to denote one side, remember. And CA, three sides. Next coming to angles. Okay, how many angles are there here? Here one, here one, here one. What is angle? It is already taught in the previous video. That is already you have studied that in lines and angles. Okay, there have defined once again what is angle. Okay, yes. Now here angles, how many are there? Here you can take A, B, C, one angle. Okay, angle A, B, C. This is one. Next angle BCA, BCA. This is second. first one, second one, third one I'm going to name like this. That is CAB, angle CAB, right? Three angles are there, and the sides also three are there, right? Now coming to uh, sides over, angles over, and here vertices we say. Vertices means each point is called, each corner is called vertex. In plural it is vertices. Vertices there are three, A, B, C. These are called vertices of a triangle. Remember, okay? After learning this, now let us go ahead with here about triangles. Some of the properties we are going to learn. When does a triangle form? Means what? When can we make a triangle? What is the condition for that? The condition is like this. The condition for forming a triangle. Forming a triangle. What is that condition? Very simple it is. If you take any triangle, now here the condition is, here one side you take, say for example it is 4, this is 5, this is 3. 4 plus 5, if you add 4 plus 5, this is 9. 9 is greater than 3, right? In the same way, if you take these two sides, that is 5 plus 3, if you take, it is greater than 4. Okay, means sum of any two sides, it is greater than the sum of any two sides is greater than the third side. That is the condition. Next, coming to 4 plus 3, if you add 4 plus 3, it is greater than 5. You can take anywhere. 9 is greater than 3, 8 is greater than 4, 4 plus 3, 7 is greater than 5. Means what? This is the condition for making a triangle, means to form a triangle. This is very much important there. Okay. Now, once if you know this, based on this, we are going to learn the types of triangles now. Okay. Those types of triangles in two categories we are learning. One is based on okay. Yes, based on sides. Let us write this as types of triangles. Types of triangles. Here, first one is condition based on sides. So simple. Based on sides. Based on sides, three types of triangles we can draw. Okay, three types. Which are those? First one. Here, just you look at this. This is one type of triangle in which all the sides, if it is 4, this is 4 centimeter, okay, 4 centimeter, here also 4 centimeter, PQR, let us name it as PQR. This triangle, all the sides are equal, right? Then such a triangle, means such type of triangle, it is called what? Equilateral triangle. I'll write here. This is called equilateral triangle. Equilateral triangle. Equilateral means what? Each side is equal. Lateral means side. Equi means equal. Equal sides it is having. All the three sides are equal. So that is why it is called equilateral triangle. Remember, right? Next, coming to second one. Here in this triangle, let us consider. Now we can see here, if you take this as 7 centimeter, this also 7 centimeter, this is 3 centimeter. Now what property can you observe? In this we can observe two sides are equal or not. Let us call this as LMN, right? Here two sides are equal in this triangle, so we can call this type of triangle as isosceles triangle. Okay, isosceles triangle it is. Remember, this is isosceles triangle. So simple, right? Next, coming to third type. In third type, you can easily guess what type of triangle it is. So easily you can say, what is that? Here, I'll show you here. Now you can see each side, if you take, if it is 4, if it is 6, this will be 8 or 7, 8 centimeter you take, right? Now what happens in this triangle? uh, all the sides are different. Okay, x, y, z, you will say. If all the sides in a triangle, if they are of different lengths, means different measurements, if it is having, then such type of triangle, it is called what? Scalene triangle. We call this as scalene triangle, remember. Okay, these are three types of different triangles based on sides it is. Okay, next same category we are going to find based on, okay, based on angles we are going to find out now. See, I hope this is clear to you. Very much simple. All the sides are equal, equilateral triangle. If two sides are equal, that is isosceles triangle. If all the sides are unequal, then we can say that means different lengths if they are having, that is called scalene triangle. Finished. Okay, three types of triangles. Next, based on sides we learned, right? Now one more type of triangle, that is different types of triangles we are going to learn based on angles, based on angles or angle we can say. Second type it is based on angle. Also we are going to learn again three types of triangles. Okay, first one, if you take, this is one triangle where you can find each angle. If you measure each angle in the triangle, it must be, every angle it should be equal to, or it should be an acute angle. See that? Okay, it should be an acute angle. Here in this triangle, if you measure any angle, it is greater than 0 degree, less than 90 degree, 100%. Okay, all the angles, then we can call this type of triangle as acute angle triangle. Okay, acute angle triangle we call for this. Remember how simple it is. This is called acute angle triangle. If you name this as ABC, okay, each angle is acute angle. Okay, means if you take, say for example, angle ABC or angle CAB. Okay, CAB you take, otherwise BCA will take first. BCA, angle CAB, whichever you take, all are what? Acute angles. Acute angles, right? So that is why we can call this type of triangle as acute angle triangle. Remember, okay, this is one. Second type, we'll see. One more triangle we can find in that. Look at this. We call this RST. We will name like this. Now the angle RST, if you take, this is obtuse angle. You know that. What is obtuse angle? The angle which measures greater than 90 degree, less than 180 degree, right? That is only obtuse angle. So if you measure this angle, this is greater than 90, less than 180. Since if one of the angle in a triangle, if it is obtuse, then such type of triangle is called what? Obtuse angle triangle. So we can call this as obtuse angle triangle. Obtuse angle triangle, right? How simple it is there, you see. If you take here R, angle RST, this angle, it is obtuse angle. It is an obtuse angle. Okay, that is why we can call this type of triangle as obtuse angle triangle, right? Other two will be acute, of course. Next, third type. One more triangle we can observe in this. Let us go ahead like this. You can observe here one angle. If I show like this line, if line is shown like this, that angle is equal to 90 degree. Remember, means right angle it is. If one of the angle in a triangle, if it is equal to 90 degree, then such a triangle we can call it as a right angle triangle. So what we can say here, let us name this as again, okay, uh, L M N we will name, right here. Now what here, let us name this one right angle triangle first. Right angle triangle, right angle triangle it is, right, right angle triangle. In this angle, because angle LMN, angle LMN is equal to 90 degree, right? So that is why this is called a right angle triangle. Okay, till here just we learned what are the types of triangles based on sides, based on angles. So simple it is, right? Now let us go ahead with remaining things. I am not seeing any this one. Hi sir, can you do this live class tomorrow also? Yes, if you are ready to attend, we'll do. No problem. What is there in that? Okay. Now next coming to, just a minute. Okay. These are types of triangles, right? Next coming to properties of triangles. If I do this, problem is again same topic to take live. It is difficult because same types of videos will come two times if I upload the same one. And here one more major problem is what they think, small children, they will not be able to give phones to them. Problem is that only there, they will not be having access to the videos there. That is the difficulty there. Okay, as much as possible share it with your friends, let them join so that they can get benefit of the class there what we are taking here. Next coming to here, properties. In properties of the triangle, properties of the triangle, in properties of the triangle, we are going to learn first one. Let us take exterior angle property. Exterior angle property, angle property. Simple it is, exterior angle property. How simple, just you see. First you need to understand what is an exterior angle of a triangle, that you need to understand first. So how do you understand that? If you draw any triangle, right, and if you extend one of the sides of the triangle, if you extend this here, the angle between this extended side and one of its side, we call this as what? Exterior angle, right? It may be here. If you extend this side, exterior angle comes here, right? If you extend this side like this, exterior angle comes here. So it may come anywhere. Remember, you don't think only at this position we have what exterior angle, not like that. If you apply properly what you have studied, you can get anywhere in the triangle, because the condition is what? Any one of the side has to be extended, right? Then what angle is formed in between the sides, that is called exterior angle. And angle is out of the triangle, remember. If the angle is formed outside the triangle, that is called exterior angle. If the angle is formed within the triangle, that is called interior angle. Remember, right? This is interior angle. This is also interior angle because they are formed within the triangle inside. So if you take this as A, B, C, and let us give one point here as D. Okay, now the property says like this. What if you let us take one nice idea we'll make here. Parallel to this line BA is there, or AB. Parallel to this, if you draw one more line like this, it comes. If you draw one line parallel to that, and you can check this practically, you can check it. Okay, you measure this angle and this angle. Okay, This angle will be exactly equal to, means total sum what you are getting here, this will be equal to the sum of the two angles here, what you are getting here. These two angles are interior angles of the triangle and they are opposite, okay, opposite to each other, right? So that is why how we can define this here. The exterior angle of a triangle is equal to the sum of its opposite interior angles. Simple, the property, right? What it says, the exterior angle of a triangle is equal to the sum of its interior interior opposite angles opposite angles. See, these two angles are interior and they are opposite to each other, right? This sum will be equal to this. If you write this, how to say this one? Let us give for this also name as one more. Okay, afterwards, if you want, we can break and check it. Now you see, let us take first angles one by one. Angle ABC. See, angle ABC is equal to, say for example, if it is 60 degree maybe, okay, you measure it, what you have drawn, based on that you will get angle BAC. Angle BAC is equal to, if it is 70 degree, let us take this as 60 degree, no problem. Okay, like that we have made, will imagine, right? So angle ABC I got, BAC I got, these two. Okay, if you measure this and find the sum, this sum is angle ABC plus angle BAC. If you take, this will be equal to, ABC is how much, 70 degree, and BAC is how much, 60 degree, right? This will be equal to total 130 degree, right? 130 degree. This angle sum, now you measure angle, what is this, ACD. This you have to measure angle ACD. If you measure angle ACD, this will be equal to exactly 130 degree, remember. Okay, and here we are getting, here if you are getting this as 60 degree, here this will also be 60 degree, right? If it is here 70 degree, then this will also be 70 degree, exactly, right? This is how we can get the exterior angle property. How to say that? Finally, this exterior angle, angle ACD, is equal to the sum of two interior angles, that is angle ABC plus angle BAC. Finished, right? Here if you measure and check, exactly you are getting same here, means this total exterior angle of this triangle is equal to the sum of that opposite interior angles. If you add this and this sum will be equal to this total angle here to here. Remember, here also 60 plus 70, that is 130 you are getting. This is how we can say that exterior angle property of the triangle, right? Yes. Next, is there any doubt? I am not seeing your chats. Okay. Hmm. Hi to all those who have joined here. Kirti, okay, Shanta Piranavar, Meghana. Okay then, no problem. Only three of you are having access to the class. That to attend the live one, it is good there. No problem. Let us go ahead. Now coming to next property. This I hope you have understood. It is very much clear to you, right? Next, let us go ahead with one more property, that is angle sum property of a triangle. means interior angle sum we find, right? See, for that angle sum property, we say for this property of a triangle, In this, we will find out what if you draw any triangle, it's very much interesting, right? Now, if you take these angles, say for example, it is uh, 60, not 60. Let us take this as 50 degree. This is 50 degree. This say it is this also 50 degree. It looks okay. Exactly, it is looking same. Then if these are 50, 50, total 100, and this will be 80 degree. Means what? If you give the name to this triangle, here, what do we find out? Angle PQR, okay, plus angle QRP, angle QRP plus angle RPQ, angle RPQ. If you consider, you write the angles, actual angles, how much it is there. Here PQR is 50 degree and QRP is 50 degree and RPQ it is 80 degree, right? If you add all these, 100 plus 80, 180 degree you are getting. And this is not only for this triangle. You draw whichever triangle. In that triangle, it may be acute angle triangle, obtuse angle triangle, okay? It may be right angle triangle or isosceles triangle, scalar triangle, or equilateral triangle. Whichever the type of triangle you take, no doubt at all. In each triangle, if you take the sum of all the interior angles of a triangle, it will be exactly equal to 180 degree. This is universal truth, right? If you say, yes sir, in my triangle, it is coming 1 degree less, then it is not a triangle what you have formed, right? It cannot be the triangle at all. The condition for the triangle to be formed is, how we said in the beginning, when two sides are added, the sum of two sides should be greater than the third side, how we said. Same way here also, if any means if the sum of all the interior angles in any triangle, if it is not exactly 180 degree, then you cannot say that it is a triangle. It cannot be a triangle, right? This is 100% truth. So this is what interior angle sum property, what we can say, the sum of all the interior angles of a triangle is equal to 180 degree. Means what? It is a supplementary angle, we can say, right? Means supplementary means we are taking only two angles. That means when we combine two angles, if their angle sum is, means sum of those angles is equal to 180 degree, they are called supplementary angles. But here we cannot say that supplementary. Instead of straight angle, you can say straight angle means it is 180 degree, right? Supplementary means just two angles we are taking there. When we add both together, if it is sum is equal to 180, then they are called supplementary angles, remember. Okay, it is a straight angle, we can say the sum of interior angles of a triangle, right? These are the properties of triangle. And the last one more comes in these properties. What is that? One more is, in a right angle triangle, that is Pythagoras rule comes. Pythagoras rule. What is that Pythagoras rule? We'll see once. See, coming to Pythagoras rule. If you take any right angle triangle in this, let us take one triangle. This is ABC. I'm not going to take much time. We are going to finish this one soon here. See, if you take triangle, one angle is 90 degree. Then this type of triangle is called what? A right angle triangle, remember. And this is called diagonal, or we can say this as hypotenuse also we call for this, right? Or we can say diagonal. Okay, ABC. Now if you take this triangle, in this Pythagoras rule says what it says: if you take AC square, this AC square will be equal to AB square plus BC square. What is the meaning? The meaning is the square on the diagonal of a right angle triangle is equal to the sum of squares on the other two sides. That is here AB squares and BC squares. If you take this like this, also you can understand. Here on this diagonal, if you draw one square like this square will be equal to the sum of these two squares. Means if you find the area of this square and if you find the area of this square, okay, it should exactly look like square, right? Means at least approximately it should look. So if you add this and this squares, say for example, if it is 3, it is 4, it is 5. Okay, this is length of each side. If you get the square of 3, what do you get here? Square of 3 means, square means you must know any number if it is multiplied by itself, what we get, that is only square of that number. 3 3 is a 9. 9 is square of 3. Okay. Now 3 3 is a 9. Total area is say for example if it is 3 centimeter, this area is 9 centimeter squares. Okay. 3 3 is a 9. 4 4 is a 16 centimeter squares. Area you are getting this much. If it is 4 centimeter, its square means its area is 16 centimeter square. And if it is 5 centimeter, then its area will be 25 centimeter squares, right? Like this we are getting. If you take this according to this Pythagoras rule, AC is what? 5. 5 square means what? It is 5 into 5. Remember, 5 square is equal to AB square means 3 square plus BC square means what? It is 4 square. Means 5 square is equal to 3 square means 9 plus 4 square means 16. Right? 5 square means what? It is 25 or not? Yes. 9 plus 16 is what? It is also 25. Means what we can say that the sum of squares of the two sides of a right angle triangle is equal to the square of its diagonal. Okay, we can say this is Pythagoras rule, right? If you know this, you will be asked to find out one of the sides. Okay, one will be given, one will be asked. Say for example, here if it is not given 5 and 4, this is given as x. You have to find out. Okay, example also I'm saying that how here if you are taking this as AC square equal to AB square plus BC square, we know this, right? Now AC is what? A 5 square we will do. AB square means that is x square. We don't know what is that because x we have taken, right? BC square means it is 4 square. Now as you have studied in simple equations, shifting of the terms you need to do. So what you can do is here what I wrote, this is 4 square, right? Now this will be 25, right? 5 square means this will be equal to x square plus 4 square means 16 or not. Then you shift this 16 to the other side. What do we get here? 25 minus 16 is equal to x square, we get or not, right? Of course we get. Now let us take this x square is equal to 25 minus 16 is what? 9 or not? 9, right? Now this if you come to higher class you can get it like this: x is equal to square root of 9 is equal to plus or minus 3, but this is not there for you, square roots and all. So what you can do is in this case you keep it aside. because when you come to higher class, there you will study that 8th, 9th, 10th. Now you see, in this only what you can do is you can write it like this: x into x you write. This 9, how can you split as the product of same number? How? 3 into 3 you can write or not? So this will be what? X is equal to 3. Value is x is equal to 3. So you can say that x corresponds to 3. So that is why you can write it this x as 3 centimeter, right? This is how you can what find out whatever if it is asked. Okay, if you have any doubts you can ask, no problem. We'll solve that also. Okay, then we will stop it here because that video becomes too much long. Those who will be watching it later, okay, if you have any doubts you can ask me. We will just clarify to you and go ahead. This is just about triangle and its properties, right? Yes, Ayman joined. Okay. Okay then. Okay, if you have any doubts you can ask me in exercise questions, whatever. I'll just show you how to find out. Okay, I'm not taking full this one. If you want one at least, whichever wherever you find difficulty, there I'll try to solve and show one example each, right? Just a minute. Simple, you should not go find any difficulty anywhere, right? Now let us come to know here, in case if it is asked how to find out. Some examples I am not having any textbook here, so what we will do is what we have learned, based on that we will make some questions and learn. Okay, now what questions are given in your exercise, how to solve them, based on that I'm taking, right? If you are taking here a example, okay, one triangle is given, say for example here this triangle is given. Here angles will be given like this. What? It is 70 degree, this is 60 degree, this is x. Okay, if triangle is given like this, find x. If it is asked, so simple, find x. You know that what we studied, the interior angle sum property we have studied of a triangle, right? What it says, the sum of all the interior angles in triangle is equal to 180 degree. It is a straight angle, right? So what we can do in that case, by applying that, let us name this. If it is not named, you take letters and name it. Now taking angle ABC, you take ABC, right? One angle. Next angle ABC, BCA you take BCA plus angle CAB. Angle CAB is equal to 180 degree, right? You have to write reason inside. What is the reason? It is angle sum property. Angle sum property. Angle sum property of a triangle. This is the reason, right? How, on what basis did you take this? If it is asked, you should be able to give reason for that. So what we can say here, angle ABC is how much? Angle ABC is 60 degree. So it is 60 degree plus BCA is what? BCA is x plus CAB is what? 70 degree is equal to 180 degree, right? If you add these, now only numbers you can add, while most of you will be making mistakes here. What mistakes you will do is, some will be there, x 70 and 60 all they will add, that will be full wrong. You can add only numbers. Okay, if I ask you how many people are there at home, you cannot say including pets also, right? People are different, pets are different, right? In the same way here, what we can say is, just we can add the numbers. What this becomes, x plus 130 or not, it is these two, sum of these two is equal to is equal to 180 degree. Now shift this to the other side, because in simple equations you have studied or not. 180 degree minus 130 degree, right? How much do you get? X is equal to 180 minus 130 means 50 degree or not? It is 50 degree. Then this x will be equal to 50 degree. Therefore, here you see x is equal to 50 degree. This is how you have to prove, right? This is one type of problem. This is how we can solve, right? Next type, triangle, means next type of problem will take. For you, I'll give one example. You take it. Before I take next problem, you have to finish it. Okay. Now what I'll do is here in isosceles triangle, we don't want this only I'll give, because isosceles means I have to take one problem based on that. Then you can solve. Say here I am asking one angle as y, one angle 70, another is 50 degree. 50 you don't want this time, we'll take here 60 degree. You find y. You can find y. If the numbers are same, you can take this as 50 and you can find out, right? This angle is asked. That angle I have shown to you. This is a simple one. Just by looking at the figure, you can say. You don't need to solve also, right? This is not the problem at all if I say. Now we have to come to know about in these only different types of problems will be asked. Okay, how to solve those I am going to tell you. See, you should never have any doubt in these triangles, because that much simple topic it is. Coming to what we'll do here, one more. Next example we'll take. Here A, B, C. Okay, now what we will do is here angles. This property it is not given to you, but yet we will take here. This is x, this is also x, right? Here it is 40 degree will take, right? Find x. If it is asked, you should understand in the given figure it is an isosceles triangle. Isosceles means what? Both the sides are same length. Okay, one side is different. In isosceles triangle, how to find out this? Again, same interior angle with some property you have to take. Okay, here x you have to add only that much. Angle ABC plus BCA, angle BCA plus angle CAB. If you take, it will be equal to 180 degree. You have to write the reason, angle, some property. Okay, you have to write that. We have written in the previous problem. You have to write here also. Now angle ABC plus BCA, all these we have taken. ABC is what? X. BCA is what? This is also x. And this one is 40 degree. CAB is 40 degree. CAB, right? This is equal to 180 degree. Then x plus x is what? 2x plus 40 degree is equal to 180 degree, right? You can add these x and x. If they come, you can add x plus x, that is 2 times of x. There are 2x plus 40 is equal to 180. Now you take it like this, 2x is equal to 180. You shift this 40 to the other side, this comes as 40 degree. Now 2x is equal to 140, you are getting or not, right? Now x is equal to this 140 degree, you have to divide it by 2, means you have to shift this to the other side. What happens here? It is multiplication. If it goes to that side, this becomes division. Here it is numerator, that side it becomes denominator. So now you have to cancel this. 2 ones, 2 sevens. Okay, this 0 you write here. So x is equal to how much you are getting? 70 degree. Here both the angles are 70 degree, right? If you add, you see 70, 70, 140 plus 40, 180 or not, right? This is one more type of problem we can say. In the same way, if a triangle is given, right? If a triangle is given, next example I'm showing. In this triangle, If here all the angles they are not given at all, just they are given like this, x, x, x. Find the value of x. So simple. All the three x are there. Here also you need to do the same thing. If you are naming this as x, y, z, so what to take? X, y, z. Angle x, y, z plus y, z, x. Angle y, z, x plus angle angle z, x, y. Angle z, x, y. You have to take, right? If you take this angle x, y, z is all is what? X plus ex plus wait, this we did not write, this side is equal to 180 degree, right? Sum of all the angles. Now what we'll do is in these places we'll write x plus x is equal to 180 degree, right? Now all the three x's if you add, you are getting 3x is equal to 180 degree, right? 3x is equal to 180 degree and x is equal to 180 degree divided by 3. 3 ones 3 6 18. Okay, you are getting what you are getting here, 60 degree you are getting. This 0 you write here, so x is equal to 60 degree you are getting. Okay, one thing you have to keep in mind, so simple, it is very much important to keep it in mind. If you take any equilateral triangle, okay, in any equilateral triangle all the sides are equal, right? And from this what you can observe, all the angles are also equal or not. Okay, if you take equal angles it will be equal to 60 degree, of course. But one thing you should keep, three sides equal, all the three angles are equal, right? If two sides are equal in a triangle, then what is your guess? Two angles are equal there also, remember. Okay, if you take any isosceles triangle, this one I was about to tell you, but since it is not mentioned in the textbook, I did not take. Now we are coming to the conclusion here. If two sides are equal, say this is 5 centimeter, this is also 5 centimeter, then angles if you are taking, if it is 60 degree, this should also be 60 degree, remember. Okay, this is compulsory. This will be different. This if it is 60 degrees, this becomes it is not looking like that. We'll take different angles here. Here this is 70 degree, this is 70 degree you take. Okay, because isosceles triangle we are taking. If I take here 60 60, here also 60 comes, again it becomes equilateral. No, we are taking isosceles triangle. In isosceles triangle two sides are equal, 5 centimeter 5 centimeter, right? Here these are called base angles of the triangle. These base angles, here it is 70, here it is 70, then this should be 140. If it is 140, this will be how much? 40 degree or not? Total is 180 or not, right? So what we can say here, here both angles are equal or not, that is important here, right? Base angles in a isosceles triangle will be equal, because if two sides are equal, two angles are equal. If three sides are equal, three angles are equal, remember. Okay, and in right angle triangle one of the angles is 90 degree, but there is no rule that other two angles must be equal. Okay, they may be anyhow, but their sum will be equal to 90 degree, because one angle is 90 degree means their other two angles sum will also be equal to 90 degree. That you have to keep in mind. So this is these types of problems, how to solve. I hope you are getting this clear. Okay, is there any doubt? English class 10th also. Manju Kumari. Yeah, sure, of course. Actually, I have been taking classes only for class 10th outside. 9th, 10th, 8th this year I'm taking actually. These many years, only 9th and 10th I have taken. And my outside classes will be going on for that. But in YouTube, I was not able to complete all the lessons. Just in the beginning, if you want, you can go and watch in our channel, that is Vishwada Classes. I have uploaded based on the means whenever students will request me to upload some of the videos based on very much difficult topics, that I'll be taking up, right? If you are really willing to attend, I'll take the live class for 10th. Don't need to worry. Actually, I had prepared for that only two lessons. Since one of my student here, she requested me to conduct the class for 7th, that is maybe maths or science. Since they are preparing for exams, I went for that. Because class 10th, most of the students, they will be preferring, means so many channels they'll be going through that, they will be prepared well, I hope so. In case if they have any doubts, I'll take up that also there. Okay, because outside my classes are only for class 10th and 9th and 10th maximum. Okay, that is especially have been conducting for so many years. Okay, that you don't need to worry. If you have any difficulty, any difficult topic, you say that only I'll take up for the live session, no problem. Okay, live streaming, in that I'll take. I could not reply to you soon. Okay, if you are willing to attend, you say, and shortly I'm going to take live class, maybe afterwards or tomorrow I have thought to take. In that, most of the students, they say, what, in class 10th, if I ask them, I asked this one. Okay, this is the most easiest topic in science, they have answered. That is most familiar lesson, that is chemical equations and reactions, that they say. Okay, of course. But whenever I tested them, asking few questions based on that, they were not able to answer. And this is not the case of the average students. You have to note it down. It is asked for top level students, one who has scored all the subjects out of out. For such students I've tested, they were not able to answer the question. The problem is what? Rote learning, that is memorization. No. Okay, that when it comes to the topic, there I'll say, okay, some of the things where they are going wrong, what they are finding difficult, that also I'll say. Okay, since you have asked me the comment here, in the comment box, since you are asking me, I'll give little hint for you there, right? Hint there. Say for example, if you take your what assets and basis, one of the lesson. In that, one hint I'm giving, it is not for class 7, just for 2 minutes I'll tell them. You wait. Just you see, if you take the indicators in the what assets and basis, there are two types of indicators. One is natural indicator, the other is artificial indicator, right? In natural indicators, different types are there. That is litmus is there, China rose is there, next turmeric is there, red cabbage is there. Okay, and some olfactory indicators, we say based on smell and all, we can say what type of substance we have, whether it is given substance is acid or base, right? This is just about in natural indicators. In that, red litmus, how it turns to what color it turns. Okay, that is blue changes to red. Okay, in presence of acid. This is taught for even 7th. Okay, that is why I'm taking this one. It is revision for them, what I'm taking for you there. uh, Litmus, if it is red, it changes to blue in presence of base. And most of them, they will get confused here. Red to blue or blue to red, acid or base? Very much simple. This is how we can remember. How? Acid means danger, so blue turns to red, red is danger, right? That is how you can remember. Next, base means it's not much danger, you can imagine. So what happens? Red turns to blue, it's okay, no problem, it is a base. Because bases we are using in our day-to-day life, even for applying soap is a base or not. Okay, it is not going to harm us as acid can do, right? But acid we are using for floor cleaning and all, you just touch and see, skin starts burning, right? Even bases also are of course dangerous. If you take sodium hydroxide, that is also very much dangerous. But yet as compared to acids, we are using bases more, right? That is how we can remember. Turmeric, it turns from yellow color to red color in presence of what? Base, not in acid. In acid, it does not change the color at all, right? This is how we can say that indicators, that is natural ones. Next, coming to here, artificial indicators. Look at this. If possible, I'll take this one in the next video also, no problem. Since you have asked for you to help this one, okay? See, look at this. Here we have artificial indicators, right? Or synthetic indicators, we can say. This is called what? Phenolphthalein. Okay, phenolphthalein is indicator. This indicator changes its color to pink color. Okay, dark pink or pink color, we can say. It changes in presence of base. Base means even to test this, you don't need any chemicals from the shops bringing the sodium hydroxide, potassium hydroxide, calcium hydroxide, those things are not required. Just you take little soap, you dissolve that into the water. Okay, just you add this indicator, it turns to pink color. So what does it say? Phenolphthalein turns to pink color in presence of base. On this only I have done one science exhibition. If you want, you can go through my channel there. In that it is there. Science exhibition inauguration idea. If you search in that, it is there. We have done excellently that inauguration. When sodium hydroxide base is sprayed on that indicator I had applied already, it is turning the color to pink color. In the beginning, it is full white. When they spray something that is colorless liquid, it turns to immediately pink color, and all the letters will be displayed there, means words will be displayed. Okay, this is how it is done very nicely there. You can see around 23 k views it has got there because of that little creativity. Okay, now coming to this here, this is tested for basicity, to check the basicity of a substance. Remember, basicity means what? Whether the given substance is base or not. In order to check that, we are using this phenolphthalein. Remember, one question will be fixed on this. Okay, in class 10th, remember. And this is what this is? Methyl orange indicator. Methyl orange indicator, most of you will not have seen at all there. See, because it is very much not much familiar as this one, phenolphthalein. This methyl, what acids, to test whether the given substance is acid or not. In order to check that, we are using this methyl orange. Is what it is? Orange yellow color. Okay, when you take this outside one drop, it is orange yellow color. It may be looking red to orange yellow color liquid. When you put one drop in acid, entire acid changes to orange red. Remember, they may ask you what color changes to that. And this question was asked last time, maybe in a preparatory, I think so, in a class 10th preparatory. They had asked, methyl orange is used for testing the acidity or basicity of a substance, or something. Four options they were given in that. Acidities means what? In presence of acid, it turns its color, changes its color from orange yellow to orange red. Remember, this is for class 10 students in order to help you. Okay, yes. Next, if you have any doubts, you can ask me. For class 10th also, I have thought to conduct some special classes. Okay, there I'll take, you see. And most of the students, those who will come to my class, I am not taking in big groups there. No, hardly 3 4 like that they will come. Once if they come, they will never leave 100%, because they have to understand concepts. Most of the times you will learn by hearting there, memorizing. Okay, but some particular reasons are there. What are those reasons? You don't know. That is why you will be finding difficult. Whatever it is, science, even in maths also. In maths also, they will not be knowing this method is there, so I have to do applying. Why that method? That you will not be able to predict. That is why that becomes problem. Even in geometry, if you come in maths class 10th, what happens? What one method is used for proving that the given problem in geometry, say in triangles it may be, or in this one other coordinate geometry it may be, or this one next it comes what trigonometry, that you are not studied yet. I think, in case if you already finished in the regular what a vacation class, no problem. There also, if you are proving one problem in one method, that is not going to be the correct method of proof. That will be wrong, because same maths problem, it has many ways. You can come from other ways also, but you will attain to the same what answer there. It does not have any particular way. From this way only if you come, you will approach this answer. No. Okay, in many directions if you come, again you will get the same answer there. So you should be able to master that all. Okay, only then you will be perfect learner. Otherwise you will find unnecessary difficulties in the studies. Okay, and this I have seen, even those who are top level out, they will say, but when I asked, they have failed to answer my questions. Because learning for knowledge is different, learning for score is different. Okay, hard work pays you full marks out of it, but knowledge is different. Because if you learn something from that, you should be able to recreate something else based on that same thought. That is called perfect learning. Understood? You should be able to apply that. If you want, it is a challenge. You see, those who are studying in class 10th, those who have scored out of it so far, for them you call, I'll ask few questions, simple questions, from whichever the topic it may be, so simple one, in that I'll ask. Okay, what they say, based on that topic I'll take. If I ask questions, they will not be able to answer 100%. Okay, those who are taking it as challenge, you say, sir, you ask me, I'm ready to answer 100%. I'll ask. Okay, definitely. If you answer my question based on your learning 100%, if you are perfect, okay, I will stop teaching. Okay, see that this is challenge to you. Okay, I hope it should not be more. Okay, anyway, uh, since one of the student was asking me about class 10th, I had to tell you this one. Yeah, little bit. Still many are there. Here, this one actually chemical equations, and this one physics lesson. Electricity I had thought to take up in today's class in live, but what happened? Because of these students' request, I went for class 7th. If you are finding uh, any difficulty, means if you are not sure about what you all learned 100%, then you can ask me. Subscribe to the channel first, and you ask me in the comment what topic you want. 100% I'll take up and do that. On that video I'll do. Okay, 100%. Okay, this is required. Many had put comments. My problem, this one I'll clarify to you. I'm going to clarify to you here. Most of the students, they find my videos finding very much less views. Problem is mine, because YouTube requires somewhat working style. It requires, means what, we have to be regular and consistent. Only then it recommends our videos and it shows views. Even if I have done what video many have viewed, it shows no views for you there when you observe that first time. Okay, so like that it is there. So this is the greatest difficulty, because when we are not regular, not consistent, it will not recommend that video and it will not show the views also. Because of that, it is lagging behind. Once if I keep on doing that continuously 100%, it gets full views, because comments, so nice comments they had put there, they had asked me, requested me. Problem is my side, I could not continue because I am also busy in my schoolwork. So because of that, I could not continue the classes. Ninth and 10th students, they had requested me a lot. Okay, and I have to ask sorry for them there, because last year itself they had requested me, many students, many topics also to continue, but I could not continue. It is my fault from my side. But now I'm trying to find some time for making the videos for them also there. Okay, particularly will take for them also. For class 10th will take, we'll focus on that, because SA1 is approaching fast, right? They are getting ready with what topics, but simple ones. You don't need to struggle for 1 year to study that. If I say, if you work properly with full attention and concentration, 2 months is enough for class 10th to finish your science and maths both together without having any doubt. 100% you can get ready. But problem is what, we are doing very much hard work throughout the year, but still struggling to get minimum marks. No, that should not happen. And if you are saying that I don't like science at all, you too can score minimum 70%. You can score if you don't know anything in science. That much simple it is there. If you are learning from the beginning, from the scratch, if you are starting, then also you can learn, because same thing is going to happen uh, for most of the students here. They will not be knowing anything, suddenly they change. How they change? Because they start working there. But proper method has to be there. Okay, they should not be hard work. Instead, you have to focus on smart work. If you do that, 100% you can get full marks. Okay, then I don't want to take much of your time, so I'm going to end the video here. Okay, if you have any doubts, you can ask me, and you write in the comment box whatever the topic you are finding difficult, so that I can take it up and go ahead with the video on that, right? And live streaming will I'll do, so that it will be very much useful. I can interact with you. That is also very much important. Okay. Okay, then thank you. See you in the next video. Okay, bye then.